Artificial intelligence startups. A startup is a new company. A new company founded by either one or more than one entrepreneurs in order to develop a unique product that is new to the market, or any service that is new to the market, and they try to bring it to the market. So basically startups are a new company which are trying to bring a new thing in the market, unique thing in the market that was not given by any other company. Some popular AI startups, those startups which are using artificial intelligence, for example, Vakasa. Vakasa Vacation Homes Renting Company. It rents homes for vacation in different monitoring places, different good places, good sightseeing places. It uses AI tools to improve their customer experience. Means they use chatbot, they use AI based systems in their homes that they rent to the people so that they can improve the experience of the customer. Samsara. Samsara is an IoT company. Means it works on Internet of Things. It provides a platform which combines hardware, software and cloud so that they can bring real-time visibility and analytics for tracking the fleets of vehicles, either car, truck, ships. They usually put GPS tracking devices on these vehicles, and then they on a map they provide the real time visibility that where are the ships, what is their speed, where are the vehicles, what is their speed. So it is actually a company that helps in the management of logistics. This is the logo of the Vakasa company, and this is the logo of Samsara. Trip Actions, it is a travel management and expense management company for big businesses, not for a single person. It manages travels for the big companies. Okay, they are big executives, the whole company people, if they move from one place to another, that is totally managed by the Trip Actions. It also uses AI tools. ThoughtSpot, this is the logo of ThoughtSpot company, T for Thought and this is the spot. It is a business intelligence and big data analytics platform. So it helps in marketing and sales. It works on big data. It searches and processes big data that helps explore, analyze and share the real-time business analytics. Means at the same time the business is going on, suppose share market, at the same time the share exchange, share selling, share buying is going on, and at the same time it will give you good insight about the market at the same time using this big data. So it helps in business. Cloud Minds, this is the logo of the company Cloud Minds. It is a cloud robot service platform. It creates human augmented robots. So it is a company which works to create robots. It is a company in China actually. This is one robot, XR1 robot, that was developed by this company, especially in the era of the pandemic. It was used by the Chinese people. So especially in hospitals it was used. XR1 is the first commercial humanoid service robot designed by this company. Spark Cognition, this is the logo of Spark Cognition. It is a company which helps build AI systems either in the aviation sector, the plane sector, cyber security, defense, financial services. Everywhere this company is there, and it helps them create different tools. So different companies are their clients and they get different tools from this company, Spark Cognition. Now we have one very interesting fact for you. Baidu. Baidu, I think you have heard about it. It is referred to as the Google of China. It is a well-known AI company of China, one of the biggest companies. It was started in the year 2000 by two people, and now it is a very big name in China. China does not allow Google, so that is why there was always a space for a good search engine. So then came Baidu in the year 2000. Now this company has evolved from search engine to AI based systems, and it is one of the biggest AI company of China. It has its own voice based operating system for operating the devices. Operating systems like Android, Windows, OS operating system. So it has also its own operating system. They create smart speakers, smart lighting systems, and so many other devices so that they can connect these smart homes. It is also developing smart driving cars for the people. It is also working on machine vision, that is computer vision, and working on machine learning technologies for advanced autonomous navigation features. Means they are trying to build autonomous vehicles, means vehicles which can run on their own, so that they can navigate in future without the help of the human being. Some famous AI startups which were started in India or started by Indians. Haptik, this is the logo of Haptik. Haptik is a very big company which creates conversational chatbots for different companies. So for the government of India had one chatbot which was based on WhatsApp. You will send one message and they will respond. So that was made in the pandemic era. This chatbot was also developed by this company. So many chatbots by Maharashtra government chatbots, Indian government chatbots used on different websites were developed by this company Haptik. So Haptik is world's largest company building chatbots. So they usually build chatbots. Awamo. Awamo is a conversational platform. Means they help people to interact, chat. So that is Awamo, AI driven conversational computing. Means you can converse, means you can talk. So it is serving different companies, whatever companies are their clients, like insurance, financial services, health, telecommunication, retail. So whatever companies want their conversational platform to be created, they give this work to Awamo. This is the logo of Awamo company. Niramai, very big company in the health sector. Niramai stands for non-invasive risk assessment with machine intelligence. So it is developing machine learning algorithm and computer vision technology that can help in the early detection of cancer. This is taken from a Sanskrit word. Niramai is taken from a Sanskrit word which means free from illness. Doxper. Doxper is also one company which is working in the healthcare sector. We have seen some previous companies which are recording the healthcare data. Likewise, Doxper also digitalizes the healthcare. It is a very good platform. I just gave one example in one video that when the patient comes to the doctor, doctor lists the attendant lists the name and tells the patient how much time he has to wait, or he gets direct messages on their mobile phone that at which time you have to come. Okay, what will be your good time to come when the doctor will be able to see you. Next thing, when the doctor sees the person, the patient, then he writes on using one digital pen on a digital pad, and this digital pad is directly sent to the attendant, and there they give the medicine. And this digital pad actually saves the customers, the patient's information, so that whenever in the future they want, they can get it. So it is actually digitalizing the healthcare sector. That is the name, digitalized healthcare, simplifying the way healthcare data is recorded. These are some big companies which are working in AI from India. We have one more company, Loginext. As the name suggests, it is working in the field of logistics, means transportation. It manages field services like transportation, home delivery. The same thing I just told you, that the companies which are working in logistics, they usually put GPS on the fleet or the vehicles, and then they try to check where they are on a map. Same thing is done by this company also. It tracks and optimizes the field agent movement, means the movement of the vehicles, movement of the person who has gone for home delivery in a real time on a single map interface. On a single map of India, you can see where the person is moving, where he is at the real time. At the same time, you get to know where your person is using GPS, global positioning system. So it helps in organizations plan and manage the dispatch schedule, when to dispatch, how to dispatch, where our person is. It can help schedule the delivery routes, the smallest route that can be taken by the person who is going for the home delivery, and how to manage the big capacity in the most optimized way, in the less costly, how we can provide the products to the customers. Rubik, this is Logines taking logistics to the next level. So it is totally based on logistics, that is transportation. Rubik. Rubik is a company which is working on three big cities in the field of banking. It helps its users to find the best match for their credit requirement, means loan requirement, with the help of AI based recommendation engine and financial management platform. So many banks, HDFC, ICICI Bank are their co-partner in providing the loan, and based on the customer's past history, they actually suggest them whatever credit requirement they should be having and how they can get it. That is finance loans made simple. Future prospects of artificial intelligence. What is the future of artificial intelligence? Dr. Kai Fu Lee, he is a Chinese artificial intelligence scientist and a very big name in artificial intelligence sector. Once he was giving one interview to a big magazine. There he told that AI is going to change the world more than anything in the history of mankind. Means AI is going to play a very big role in future, more than electricity. The changes that came with the coming of the electricity, everything was electrified. So much big change happened because of the coming of electricity, and he is telling that AI will be this new thing that will change the world more than anything in the history of mankind. But he said one more thing. He said one more thing, that AI will not be able to create empathy and creativity. Means love, affection. This will not be created in future also by AI based systems. This is the future aspect of artificial intelligence. Now, artificial intelligence ethics. Ethics means rules and regulations that need to be followed, some good rules and regulations that need to be followed. Ethics help us in so many ways. It helps in the development of values like honesty. These are developed by our ethics. Good behavior creates these values. In developing a moral sense of what is good or what is bad, what is right, what is wrong, ethics have a very big place in our life. Now, why are we talking about ethics in artificial intelligence? Because the robots that we will make, can this robot become a big problem in history? In the coming future, can this robot become a big problem? What are the ethics which are connected with robotics, especially robotics? There are certain myths which are prevailing in the market about the concept of AI ethics. Ethics here means the values what we are giving to the society. One big myth is that people will lose their job because of work getting automated. Because of AI, the work is getting automated, so the work which was done by the people in the past will be done by the AI based robots or systems, so they will lose their job. People will end up either having too much time because all the work will be done by AI based robots or systems, or too little time to work. So means if they will lose their job, they will have too much time to do, too much leisure time, or when they will be working on these AI based system, they will be having too little leisure time in future. God has made us unique. We have the unique capability among all the animals to think, to reason, to logic. Might be in future if AI based systems, AI based computers will have this capability, so might be people will lose this sense of being unique. Human beings will not be unique in the planet. People may lose some of their privacy rights because everything is now on the cloud, on the internet, everything is connected. Your camera is connected, your CCTV camera, your doorbell, everything is connected to IoT through sensors, and through these sensors connected to the internet. Then you will lose your privacy. Everything will be visible to the all world if something leak happens. Now everywhere we will be having AI based tools, cameras everywhere, CCTV cameras that will be checking where you are going, where you are moving. So your all history will be there in the hands of the government, those who are working on the CCTV camera. So you are going to lose your privacy. That is a big problem with AI. Or might be if AI will be able to achieve this ability of critical thinking, reasoning, logic, it will mean an end to an human race. We have seen so many movies where the robots they try to kill the human beings and like these things. So might be in future we will have some bad scientists who will create these bad robots who can destroy the human race or humankind. Next is robot ethics or robo ethics. When we talk about ethics, we talk about morality. Okay, we are creating robots. Nowadays, robots are being used in malls, used in places, at home also Miko is used. So there are some ethics that need to be followed when we are designing or creating robots. So we can define robot ethics as the morality of how humans construct, design and use and treat robots. Means how we construct the robot, how we design the robot, how we use them. See, we can use them 24 hours, 7 days in a week. They're not getting bored. But there are some ethics that we need to be followed. They should also be their machine. They should also be given some rest. How we treat them, if we treat them in a good manner or in a bad manner. See, things which work as with human beings, they work with machines also. Machines do not have any feelings, but we are having feelings. So we need to be good to them. Robot rights, like we have the rights of the citizens of the country, we have animal rights. Now in future we will have robot rights also. That people will have some moral obligations toward machines. How we will treat the machines. So those machines which are artificially intelligent, how we are going to treat these machines. If we are going to treat them in a bad manner or in a good manner. Robot rights, for example, right to exist. We should not destroy the robots if we have made one. Okay. We can let the robot perform its mission for which it is created. We should not be creating hindrance in the work of the robot. Suppose the robot is working on the mall and we are hindering the robot. That is not right. Robot also have the right to do its own work. So its work is to serve the human beings. So this work we have to let them do. There are some rights which are there with the robots. I just told you about right to exist or right to life. Right to liberty, right to be free. We should not be making the robots our slave. And freedom of thought, they can also speak, they can also express themselves if they will have the thought and reasoning capability in the future, so might be they will be given this right. And they are equal before the law. So if human beings are there, if they have done something wrong, they should be made responsible. So likewise, if robots have done something, so human beings who have created them should be responsible. That is equality before the law. Threat to human dignity. AI technology should never be used to replace the post which requires respect and care. Because robots do not have feeling. If they are kicking someone, if they are doing bad to someone, they will not think over it because they don't have feeling, they don't have sympathy, they don't have empathy. So AI technology should never be used to replace those posts which require respect and care. Otherwise, in future it will be a threat to the human dignity, human respect. For example, customer service representatives, they should be polite, good in nature to the people, to the customer. Therapists, soldiers in the war, we are using them as a soldier in war, but that will create problem because they do not think that they are killing lakhs and lakhs of people at the same time. They do not think over it. We are having feeling, they will not think that they are killing human beings. They should not be as judge, they should not be police officers because these posts require some respect and care to the society. This is because we require some authentic feeling, empathy from the people in such positions. If machines will replace them, we may find ourselves devalued, not respected, we will get alienated, they will not give respect to us, they will not give importance to us. And hence in future we are going to get frustrated because of these machines. The machines which we have created will create some big problem for us. They will become a threat to the human dignity, human respect. What are the approaches which are there among AI? How AI approaches the system? There are basically, we know about this. AI is based on two things. Either it is data based or it is knowledge based or sometimes context based. Data based algorithms are written to interpret the data. So here data is only working, here AI is only working on data. So this is a data based AI. When we talk about knowledge based AI, it is also called expert system. They actually save the knowledge or data somewhere and then they try to extract it. When we talk about context based approach of AI, it means pattern recognition, means face recognition or fingerprint recognition, image recognition using computer vision. So here they are actually based on a context, they're trying to recognize something, or speech recognition. So that is context based approach. So basically they have these three types of approach: data based approach when they are working on data only, knowledge based approach they are trying to get some knowledge or information from somewhere, and context based approach is based on any context like pattern recognition, image recognition, speech recognition, where matched data could be placed in different categories. For example, when we talk about pattern recognition, then data matches, then this is a person. Does not matches, we have to place it in a different category. So there are three approaches which are mostly taken by the AI based systems. Artificial intelligence bias or machine learning bias. See, artificial intelligence systems mostly work on machine learning algorithm. So if it is biased towards someone, it means that the machine learning is actually biased towards someone. The machine is not biased. The algorithm that is used by the company is biased towards someone. So bias is a phenomenon that will happen when an algorithm produces a discriminatory result. For example, if there are 20 applicants in a company and the algorithm only gives importance to the male applicant, then that will be biased towards males. If in face recognition system it is recognizing the face of the white people and only allowing them to enter, that will be bias toward a particular society, bias towards a particular skin color, bias toward a particular nationality. So this is happening because the machine learning algorithm was created, and this discriminatory result is going to give incorrect assumptions that this is good. If it is biased towards male, then it will only give importance to males, so it will only assume that the males are good to be an applicant. It is obvious that biases are built-in bias because robots cannot think on their own. They have been programmed using machine learning algorithm. So biases are actually built-in biases which are created by the programmers who program the robot, and they have given certain preferences. And in the starting might be they will go unnoticed. The person who is testing the algorithm, who is testing the software, testing the machine, might be he will not know this at the same time, but in future when he will get these types of result, then they will be able to recognize it. So these may go unnoticed in the starting period until the algorithms are used to and then magnified, and then you get to know that they are doing these things. That will be bias. So this bias was created by, especially by the programmer who created this software. Artificial intelligence privacy. Privacy is a very big concern when you talk about artificial intelligence, that they are getting everything about you. They are getting your data, whatever you are searching, whatever you are buying, whatever you are doing at home, whatever you are listening to song, everything, especially your videos are there of your home. Everything is there on the internet platform. Through IoT, through sensor, it is available everywhere. If someone hacks it, it will be a big problem for you. Now, if your home data is not there, but your personal data is always there with the companies. So what about the privacy? When we talk about privacy, we talk about one's ability to control the digital data, how it is stored, how it is modified or changed, and with whom it is exchanged by the companies. See, these companies are selling data. Facebook is selling data, Instagram is selling data. In future, WhatsApp will try to sell data. It tried to sell data some days before, but because of lots of criticism, it stopped it. But might be in future it will try to sell your data. So how much of your digital data, means information about you, whatever you like, wherever you go, how much of your data is there with these companies, how much is stored, how much is modified, how much is extended with different parties or different companies, you don't know, and you cannot control it. So it should be in your control. That is your privacy, your private thing. So the last topic is, what are the pros and cons of artificial intelligence? Benefits, means advantages, and disadvantages of artificial intelligence. An AI machine will not get tired. This is one big advantage of AI machine. They can take good decision. If you will give good data, they will give you good decision. It can be used in many fields. Everywhere we are using is banking, finance, transportation, healthcare, education. Everywhere we are using it. It gives accurate result and fast result. So no time consuming. That result at the same time. What are the cons? What are the problems with artificial intelligence? What are the disadvantages of artificial intelligence? Costly, very costly. It is out of the reach of the common people. AI machines are lacking creativity and emotions. So these are the two things: emotion, that is sympathy, empathy, creativity, like making painting. These they cannot do. Privacy, we just talked about privacy. Privacy is another issue with AI machines. Might be in future they will leak the data of the people. And legal malpractices may also arise because of AI. We just talked about bias that can happen. The programmers can be biased toward a particular person, a particular society, particular language. So these legal malpractices can also happen because of AI. So this will be a big problem.